First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakakwadash. And I would also like to give a double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who do rule well, that have taught me this truth. And I would also like to say a sincere shalom unto the hopeful elect, unto the scattered elect, unto the servants, the prophets, the brothers who were out there prophesying, laboring in this truth, prophesying in this doctrine. Unto you I say shalom. Data centers continue to destroy all your resources. All right, in this instance, in this lesson, I'm going to go into an article that came out recently about how bacteria found in this instance it was Cheyenne, Wyoming, was dumped into the water system, the irrigation system of this city. Okay, and the bacteria was found. I guess it was contaminated by the data center. All right, and this shows you that these devils. All right, Esau doesn't care. He has no regard of really human life. As long as he fulfills his New World Order, and these data centers play a large part in their New World Order agenda, in this system, this beast system that they're setting up. Okay, where they want to monitor everything, and through the data centers, they will be able to monitor everything and everyone. Okay, and you're gonna have you already have a lot of pushback from people, from citizens, about these data centers, but your politicians, your local and your state politicians, pretty much sold everybody out for the money. Okay, it's nothing for these tech companies to give these politicians some money to kickback money, and let them do what they want. Let them do what they're going to do, and that's what they're going to do. That's what's taking place. They don't care if they take your water away. They don't care if they contaminate your water. Okay, Esau doesn't care about anything or anybody except fulfilling their heart's desire, which is their New World Order. So in this article, it says deadly bacteria found in major U.S. cities, wastewater system tied to Mark Zuckerberg's $800 million data center. All right. It says Meta's massive AI data center in Wyoming facing scrutiny after an unexpected contamination incident emerged during construction. All right, and this is not one isolated incident. I'm pretty sure this type of shit goes on throughout various cities in Babylon. It's just not being reported. It says Mark Zuckerberg owned company is developing a 715,000 square foot campus in Cheyenne that is set to go online next year, but its contractor has come under fire after city officials traced wastewater containing a rare bacteria to the project. And I'm pretty sure I don't know if I'm not saying it, but there was the brother sent an article, or it was a YouTube video. Damn, I'm gonna get the title. Because this guy was going into it. It's entitled "Explosive Diarrhea Parasites Linked to Data Centers." All right, so it could have some correlation. All right, so it's known as Coparevitis gallardi, a naturally occurring bacteria is typically found in soil and water. While harmless to most healthy people, it can cause severe pneumonia, bloodstream and lung infection, and in rare cases, death among people with weakened immune systems. All right, and everything that is in the society around us is brought forth to weaken our immune system, because this is part of Esau's their depopulation agenda. At the same time, all right, it says Cheyenne Board of Public Utilities said the bacteria was found in wastewater discharge by Goat Systems, a contractor working on Meta's $800 million data center. All right, so they were able to catch it, but a lot of times when it is caught, all they do is pay the utility company some money to get rid of it, and just never comes out, and it never comes out in the news. All right, it says, let me see. It says a Meta spokesman told the Daily Mail when the board shared that it found a substance in the city's wastewater, not public drinking water, Forts immediately stopped discharging industrial wastewater and began hauling it off site. And you know that's bullshit because that costs more money. That's going to cost them more money. All right. And they're going to try to do anything to save face right now. But as they continue to build these data centers, this is going to continue to happen. All right. And and it's probably already has happened. We're just not aware of it. All right. So I'm going to play this video right here because this guy pretty much explains everything that basically gives you a quick rundown, about a minute and a half, of what actually took place. All right, and water is essential to us living. We could do without food, but we need water. Okay, our bodies are made of water. We need water. We need to replenish our bodies with water. All right, and Esau is taking that away. All right, he's taking away any and everything that is natural and organic in this world and has tainted it. All right, that's why we call him the devil. All right, he's showing the world that he's a devil. He's showing that he is not fit to rule. He is not a fit ruler. All right, and our people need to are beginning to wake up, but they need to, more people, more Jakes need to begin to wake up and realize that this devil is not for him. This devil has never been for him. All right.
Center leaked deadly bacteria into a city's water system.
I started over.
Every week, it seems like there's a new poster child for why people are so angry about AI data centers. This is the AI Roundup. This happened in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and let's learn together real quick about what happens right before a closed-loop system starts up. So this data center, still being built. Before those servers can be turned on, the pipes that are going to cool those servers need to be cleared out. So what happened here was something called a fill and flush, which is that first flushing of pipes that is going to happen in a data center's lifetime. So the stuff in the pipes was flushed out, and in doing this, this is where that bacteria got into the city's water system. To be more clear, the bacteria got into the city's irrigation water, so water that's going to go on grass.
It's going to irrigation system or irrigation water, and that also can go on crops. Okay, and I don't know how. I don't know if Wyoming is a big farmland or not. Have a lot of farmland, but it's possibly, not just in Wyoming, in various other parts of Central America, not Central America, but Indiana, Iowa, where they grow a lot of crops. Who's to say that water, the data centers around that area, are not contaminating the irrigation water also? All right, and I'm not saying that, but you never know with this devil Esau. All right, you can't put nothing past him. All right.
But can you imagine that actually got into the drinking water supply? I mean, that's my question. How much of this stuff is going on around the country that is getting into the drinking water, or even water that's used to grow food in cities around the country that we just don't hear about? I mean, this caused a mess in the city, as you can imagine. Not only did the city have to shut down its water reclamation program while testing was being done, but there was also the concern about what happens if this water is sprayed onto the grass and then it gets into the air. But again, there's a lot of data center construction going on around the country, and if you're a person who looks at the odds, the probability of things, where else is something worse happening?
So don't think that you don't. These Edomites, they love to cut corners, okay? And they'll cut corners and flush that water. And so what if it gets into the waters? I mean, the various cities' water systems. They'll just pay the fine versus disposing of it the right way. That's how they do. That's how they do garbage. All right, or toxic waste, or they'll flush it in a river or flush it in the ocean. Okay, and say the fine is, whatever the fine is, it's only a fraction of what they would have to pay to get it disposal the correct way. All right, so these companies they'll gladly pay that. All right, it's like a loophole. It's like a loophole because they don't care about the ocean. They don't care about the air. They don't care about life in general. All right, Esau's anti-life. All right, so let me get the first scripture I want to give because water is an essential that we need. Okay, it's an essential of life, and Esau destroyed that, or it's attempting to destroy it. All right, all the water on this planet, and this devil wants to take all the fresh water to cool this their data centers. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus Sirach chapter 39, and I'm going to start at verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, they are stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good, for for the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for the sinner. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water. First thing, that's the first thing that man needs is water. Okay? Fire, iron, salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, and to the sinner they are turned into evil. So all these things that are wholesome and organic, they're turned into evil. Okay? Fire, iron, okay, salt. All right, Esau makes that iodine salt shit. All right, this flour that we use ain't really real flour. That's like bleached powder or something. All right, honey is tainted. Of course, milk is tainted. Okay, the blood of the grapes don't even grow as big as they used to. All right, oil. All right, you don't when you think you're going to the store to get olive oil, that ain't real olive oil. That shit is fake. And clothing is you don't even start because none of our clothes are natural like we're supposed to wear. Like our law says that we're not supposed to mix any garments. You shouldn't have a cotton shirt that's 80% cotton and I mean a shirt that's 80% cotton and 20% polyester or other materials mixed in. All right, it should be all cotton. It should be all silk. And polyester is just some bullshit that Esau made, some cheap cheap material they made. Okay, it's not even natural. All right, but all these things that are natural, Esau has destroyed. Okay, just like he's doing the earth. The earth is natural. All right, animals, they're not in their natural habitation. Hell, the Israelites, the people of the Lord, we're not living how we're supposed to live. Okay, we've been contaminated with Esau's ways of life. Okay, our minds have been polluted. Let me grab this. Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Everyone is in a mournful state. The trees, the earth, the planet is mourning. Okay, only one that's rejoicing is Esau. Okay, and not even I'm talking about the higher ups of Esau. All right, the lower level Edomite, they're not rejoicing. They're complaining. They're mourning. Okay, that's how this type of devil that we're dealing with. He don't even care about his own. Okay, I can see if he said, okay, free water, fresh water, fresh, organic meat for the Edomites, but everyone else got to eat this GMO that. No, he puts his own people in the same places under the same, gives them the same bullshit foods. All right, we breathe in the Edomites breathe in the same air that we breathe in. Contamination all around us. All right, but like I said, this man, he's anti-life. He cares. He don't care about his own damn self. Okay, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not right in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. The wine represents his philosophies. Okay, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. This man can't stay in one place. He wants the ultimate control. He already run damn near all the earth, 90% of the earth, okay, and the resources, but he wants more. All right, he wants the minds of the people. He wants to put his imprint, which is his RFID chip, the microchip, the mark of the beast, inside of you. All right, that's how large his desire is. Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. He gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. His desire is as death. Okay, he don't hell he don't care if someone tells him, hey, the last million gallons of water is the last on the earth, or do you want to use it for this data center? He said, go ahead and use it. Okay, he wouldn't care. He would kill himself. That's a scripture that said that if he's not what is it? How's it go? It's Sirach 14. He that is evil to himself. Sirach 14 and 7. And if he doeth good, no, excuse me. No, 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? he shall not take pleasure in his goods. All right, he's evil to himself. All right. Um, like I said, Esau, he just didn't become a madman. He's been a madman and destroying the earth. The earth is, you know, 12,000 years old. All right, and look at in Esau's last rulership. All right, where he's, previous rulerships, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire. He only had a certain portion of a region where he ruled. But in Esau's last captivity, all right, which began in the 1500s, all right, where they came out of the Caucasus Mountains and began to rule again, all right. It's only been about less than 500 years, all right. Babylon's only been here 250 years or so, America, but look what he's done with this short period of time under his rulership. You got animals that are, some are extinct and some are on an extinct list. Imagine that. Like various different rhinoceros in Africa, some of them are extinct. All right, where imagine that how long this rhinoceros has been on the earth, and under Esau's rule, it's gone under extinction. Meaning that we know the Most High is nothing extinct. The Most High can make a new elephant, rhinoceros like it's nothing. But according to Esau's records, various different animals are becoming extinct. That would never happen. I believe maybe the Moabites, but even a lot of these heathens ruling, that couldn't even. I don't think that could be done. Even though these heathens are wicked as hell, but they wouldn't kill off all a specific type of animal. This is or species. This is Revelation chapter 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou should give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name. All right, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Or who are those that destroy the earth? What nation of people, all right, have destroyed the earth? All right, and you have Edomites out there say we all destroyed it. But okay, ask yourself this question: if an Edomite says we all have destroyed it, okay, who has the resources to fix it right now? Esau. Okay, but why don't they fix it? All right, because they don't care. All right, they put together these puppet organizations like they talk about Save the Earth and Earth Day. They're run by Edomites. All right, to give you the illusion that they like people that they really give a shit, or that they're really doing something to clean up the earth. Okay, let's see, and really Esau is, and a lot of all this goes back to the blessing, because when Isaac blessed Jacob, he was blessed him with substance. He blessed him with the rulership, the dominion, the ultimate dominion, the kingdom of heaven. And while and what does it say? And while Esau's ruling, he's seeking to destroy all of that. All right, where he's thinking that well, hell, ain't nothing gonna be left for him to rule anyway. If they do get the rulership, if they do get the birthright, ain't gonna be nothing else left of them to rule. Yeah, you're right about that. Ain't gonna be nothing left for Babylon, but the rest of the world is gonna be rejuvenated. All right, it's going to, the rest of the world is gonna get a great reset. All right, not Esau's reset, a reset where the Most High is gonna reset the whole planet, where everything is going to be in its proper order, in unison. All right, like it says Isaiah 14 right here, even the trees are going to rejoice. It says, and this is in the kingdom when after the destruction. It says in Israel's taunt. All right, why is Israel taunting the nations and Esau? Because they have their dominion back. All right, we're back. The angels that lost their first estate are back in their first estate. Okay, but better, because we have the law, statutes, and commandments written in us. We'll have the new covenant written in us, the second covenant. All right, but I said the trees rejoice. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. I'll start at verse 5. And the Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. That's talking about the Lord took Esau down. All right, who's the wicked? Esau, Edom. It says in Malachi 1 and 4. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, and ruled the nations in anger, and persecuted, and none hindereth. Not only did he rule the people in wrath, he ruled the earth in wrath. All right? The whole earth is at rest. Why is earth ain't at rest right now? All right? The earth is crying out. All right? The earth is mourning. The people are mourning. The sea is mourning. The soil, the trees are mourning. The earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. All right. So everything and everyone is going to rejoice when this devil is taken out of rulership. All right, where they contaminate water every day. All right, but you got to understand this is if this is something that's reoccurring, they're gonna sweep it under the rug. They probably already gonna sweep it under the rug. This will be news. I believe this is on July 8th. This won't even be news for a week. All right, we'll never see this. They may delete this article. Yeah, July 8th, they'll delete this article. This article won't be seen. But this devil right here, who's nothing but a patsy for the wicked elite, these devils really think they're gonna have their cake and eat it too. All right, that's the funny thing about it. But the Most High got them in the trick bag. The Most High had them in the trick bag from the beginning. All right, because they're not going to see the fruition. They're not going to be able to cross that ultimate finish line into the New World Order. All right, because the Lord is going to set up a righteous rulership under Yahawashi, King David, and the 12 and the 144,000, and set up a righteous government that's going to rule the planet in righteousness forever. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the hopeful elect. And I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Shalom.